Hi, Lauren.
Hey,
Thank you so much for talking to me.
absolutely. Love to be here.
Yes, so you are Lauren Pacosa and owner of Groundings in Florence.
Yes.
And I met you several months ago, and it has really enhanced my life in so many ways.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, really. So it feels to me like you and your shop have the same effect on a lot of local people, would you say?
I would say yes, and I hope that even more will come in the door and feel welcome and appreciated and loved as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
really. The whole energy down there, the whole vibe, and I say down there because you're a little hard to find,
Yes.
right? So you have to go down the stairs and you have like a little cove,
Yes. It's like a nice little cozy cave of
a
crystals.
cozy cave of crystal. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you walk in the door, things are hanging, the sounds, just how did you come up with all of this? It just is so well done. There doesn't feel like any marketing,
Thank you.
stitch or
Yeah.
anything icky is all I can think of, like
No,
that icky
yeah.
feeling of corporate box stuff. Like this is just like come in and like
Yes.
go where you're guided and feel and
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Everything is ethically sourced. Lots of the products are either handmade, locally made, artisan made, fair trade. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of love that goes into this place.
that's true. And a lot of times when I've been in there and we're trying to have a meeting, right? It's so
Yeah,
funny. Like we're a vortex when we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden people come in and
yes,
people that are looking for local things or a repeat item or
yeah,
but half the time it's the vendors coming in and describing their things that they just
yeah.
made and how they made them and where they would
Oh,
like them in the
absolutely.
store. And it's such a co-creation versus a
Yes,
collaboration. It's a
yes,
co-creation. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Feels really nice. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I know. I hope to keep growing it and growing it and growing it until it's bigger and bigger and bigger and just supports the whole community, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That expansion.
That expansion. Definitely.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but you're not just a shop. You have activities there. You have
Yes,
meetings.
so oh, yeah, we have all different things going on, so there's different practitioners that do I do crystal healing, I'm also certified a Reiki master teacher, so I do workshops and classes on that. I am certified crystal healer in the Hibiscus Moon Academy, and I've been doing crystal healing since I was a very young child, so I've always been able to talk to crystals and feel their vibrations, so it's definitely my love of
Can
my
you
life, so
tell can you tell me more about crystal healing for people that might not be familiar with it?
yeah, so crystal healing is a vibrational healing system. Each crystal has a different vibration or frequency that it goes to, and they each have their own kind of like crystal structure inside. So each crystal vibrates to a different frequency. So when we place it upon the body, it helps with that optimal well-being of the body. So it kind of brings you back to the frequency that you're supposed to be at.
So I understand that there are certain crystals for certain parts of the body.
Yeah, yep. hmm
Do you often use other crystals intuitively
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
in
absolutely. So
addition or instead based on that individual person, client?
each client is individually has an individual session, so it depends on what's going on with that person. So if a chakra healing, let's say, we're balancing all the chakras,
Yeah.
specific crystals will be used for that. But if it's something else that we're dealing with, then we'll kind of like fine tune it to that person. You know, it's it's always a different thing per person. So
Right.
yeah.
That's wonderful. When do you find time to do crystal healings on people? Curious.
Well, basically before or after hours. So when I'm
Right.
not here working the shop, then I have a couple sessions beforehand or afterhand. So
Yeah,
um, yeah, so 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning or 5 p.m. at night.
yeah.
Yeah,
If you don't have sessions, like you have crystal bowl sessions with Shirley.
absolutely. Yeah, the Crystal Bowl
Mm,
sessions with Shirley are great. She has one this Friday, tomorrow,
yeah.
and
And
yeah,
once a month
we
about.
once a month we have them. So yeah, and
Yeah.
those are
And
fantastic too.
I feel like the crystal bowl healings with Shirley are a really nice way to for people to dip their toe into
Yeah.
this world.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
know, you don't have to talk, you don't have to participate. You can just kind of sneak in, close your eyes if you want to, open them and see what she's doing if you want to, and just listen. And her
Oh, yeah.
personality, and so much like yours, just very welcoming and soothing is the word.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, the bowls are great, and then you don't have to really think about anything. It just melts away the stresses from the month,
Yeah.
and then you just feel like a brand new person when you leave. So it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Or the next
Yeah.
day, even sometimes.
Oh
And
yeah.
you don't know
Oh yeah.
why. And you don't really, it's so gentle, and
Yeah.
subtle. And you're like, oh, I feel better. Why was I so cranky yesterday? And you don't know. And you're like,
Right.
oh my God, do
Exactly.
you actually think the bowls and that atmosphere could have helped me? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how much they just kind of knock off that resonance of the aura. Whatever's attached to you. It just kind of washes it away.
Yeah. That's a really nice way of
Yeah.
saying it too. So tell me about some of the feedback. Like, this is my feedback
Yeah.
and how much I love it. And I've heard other people say the same, but what kind of feedback are you getting from people who are just finding your shop, or Shirley or
Oh,
Tracy
yeah.
or anyone else who's in
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
I mean, I always get it's always been positive feedback. I never receive anything negative. It just I want this place to be like a safe haven. So if you feel like you need to come and talk to somebody about it, you're more than welcome to come in and just kind of, you know, chat and just even just sit in the energy for a few minutes. And you don't necessarily have to buy anything. You can just come in and just feel safe and just kind of like let the energy of the crystals just help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so nice to say.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
when you said you don't have to buy anything, I'm like, I wonder if that actually happens. Like you go in
Oh,
there
yeah,
and
it
really?
does. I have people that just, like, walk in the door, they're like, "I'm on my lunch break, I only have 5 minutes, I just need to feel the place." And I'm like, "That's totally valid, you can just come in and be okay for a minute, you know? It's
That's so
okay."
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have just crystals. I mean, you have a lot
Oh,
of
yes.
different kinds of crystals. You know
Yes.
all about them.
Yes.
I was just up in Maine over
Mhm.
July break. We were both up there, right?
Yes,
For the 4th of
yes.
July. And I went to a little gift shop, was very excited and asked about the stones. And they're like, oh, I'm not sure. I think there's something written about them, or check the back or whatever. Like, every single crystal. You
Yes,
talk about
yes.
it, and they're cheaper. I
Yeah, oh,
paid
thank you,
30 and at
yes.
your store it was 18.
Yes, yes. Because that's the other thing too, like, I want people to be able to afford them, like, it's not something that I want people to feel like they can't enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
It's something for everyone. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And some places just really go crazy with charging an arm and a leg, and it's just not nice. So,
Yeah. And
yeah. Makes it feel icky.
it does make it feel
Yeah.
icky. Like, I feel like the crystals there, would you say they're almost or are sentient beings?
Yeah, in a sense they are because they all have a vibrational frequency just like us. So,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what's interesting? When I was in that shop, I felt like, and I'm thinking about it now, placing myself back there, but when I was in that shop, it was really nice. It was really nice. And beautiful, but I felt like the crystals, I couldn't decide which crystal to take, and I almost felt pulled, like they wanted me to take them out.
Oh, to remove them. Yep. Mhm.
So that's a
Yeah.
thing.
It's a thing, it's a thing, and you can tell when they're unhappy too, like, you can feel it, there's some places that you walk into and you're like, Oh, wow, they feel unhappy, and so that's also a big thing I hear from customers too, that they go to other places and the crystals don't feel happy, or maybe they were treated unfairly, or people weren't actually listening to their needs, so I try
It
really
felt like they were
hard
just,
to.
they're just waiting.
Yeah,
They were just
yeah,
waiting.
yeah. So I try really hard to kind of help everyone in whatever capacity they need help in, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm thinking right now of sometimes in the meditations that I do, there people will often go to a crystal cave
Mhm.
or see crystals, but a lot of times they go to a crystal healing cave. And I remember one particular interaction, and you were there, and a lady said, I saw a golden, like yellow, and you're like, that's a citrine here. And you gave her the stone, and it's like $4. You
Yeah.
know, you weren't looking for like the hugest stone or what, you knew exactly what it was
Yeah, yeah.
here, you know, just
Right.
this is our community.
Right, exactly, exactly. Yeah, you don't need to. Right. And that's the thing too, like, you don't necessarily need a ginormous piece of a crystal, like, a little palm stone or a little, pocket stone is perfectly fine for what you need in the moment to get you through. You don't need something ginormous.
Yeah.
So,
And I think you
yeah.
know the people that come in and somebody that could afford a $4 stone
Yeah.
and someone that could afford more. And you match that need.
Sure, yeah, whatever they're looking for. So if they're looking for something bigger, I'll show them that as well, it's not.
I bet
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
business is really hard.
Oh, small business is really hard.
Yeah, show them the expensive thing, order all
Yeah.
you want, do,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the balance that you have in,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, balance is definitely necessary or yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have in the shop right now that is new that you're super jazzed about?
Oh my gosh, there's so many new things. I don't even know if I can choose one.
Okay.
Um, hmm, let me think about that for a second. Something
I
new
love that. You
jazzed
have so many
about.
things that you're
Oh, there's
jazzed
just
about.
so many. There's just so many. I got in some new Himalayan black spot quartz, which I love Himalayan black spot quartz. It
Ooh.
carries the ohm vibration, so it's
Oh,
really high frequency,
okay.
extremely healing, transformative. It's quite lovely. It's double terminated. It's similar to like a Herkimer diamond, but I think even more lovely.
Really?
So, oh yeah, so there's that. I also got in Sunshine Appetite, which is like literally sunshine in your pocket. It is uplifting. It is just so wonderful. And they're tiny little like termination pieces, so they're just small, but it's just all you need is a small little piece of the Sunshine Appetite.
That's really
And I've been
fun.
looking for that for years too, because I had some before,
Yeah.
couldn't find it again, and I just stumbled upon it again. So I'm really excited about that too.
How did you stumble upon it? Like, how does that work?
Oh,
You're
like you
just
just keep
scouring
searching and
places.
searching and scouring and asking my trusted vendors and the miners and be like, where is it? And then finally it came through. So yeah, I also got some new crystals to me that I haven't worked with yet. I have some blue Tara, which is a blue amphibole quartz. So I got a couple small pieces of that, which are like the ultimate communication stone. And then I got in some dream coat lumarians. So those are actual lumarian crystals that have been coated in super sevens. So it's naturally cased in a little coat over it, like an overlay, if you can picture that. It's pretty cool.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and they both
Or-
come from Brazil, and it's just yeah, they're just fantastic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So apatite is the stone I actually picked when I was up,
Yes, you
when
have
I
blue
was up.
apatite, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I couldn't tell if it was blue or green. And
Could
then
be
I was
blue
like,
green.
well, it's kind of both.
Yeah, kind of both.
So, and I
Yeah.
got a palm stone. Yeah, I love it.
Yes. Oh yeah, I love
And now
palm
that I know
stones
that I
too.
saved it, I love it
Yeah.
even more, I guess. Saved it for my
Yeah.
place, you know? Your crystals don't scream to me like that. I just like feel them.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
things that
there's a
scream to me are the tarot decks.
Oh, yeah. They're like, "Please take me home." Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, we have
Shuffle
the
me.
largest selection of tarot and oracle in Western Mass, so there's that.
Wow.
There's thousands of decks here at this point. I've lost count. Um, yeah, yeah.
You even have hard to find
Yes, we have a
row
whole shelf of discontinued, out of print decks as well. So I do have that too. Mhm.
because I've been eyeing that Marseille tarot.
Oh,
That's
yes,
on
yes, yes,
it.
yes. Yes, that
Like,
one is
I'm
a
going
limited
to
edition
splurge on
print.
that. It's going to
Y
be there. And if it's
Yeah,
not there, that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. But
wasn't
like,
meant to be, yeah. Yeah, I have that one, which is a limited edition print, and then I have another Italian deck that is also a limited edition print that I just got in it too, which is, yeah, so I have to take a look at that too.
okay, not the Solabusca.
Nope, but I do have the Solabusca as
You
well.
do.
I do.
Do you know how to read that?
The Solabusca? The
Yeah.
Solabusca is like it's a traditional tarot deck.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's beautiful.
Yep. It's beautiful and pretty complicated. So I have the Solabusca tarot and I have the Hermetic tarot. And those are,
Yes. Yeah, the Hermetic Tarot too, yeah.
I mean, you could go intuitively read on them, I suppose, but
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lot
you
better
could.
to study if you want to get the most out of it.
There's so much to study.
There's so much to study. Yeah.
You could go crazy studying tarot. I mean, there's no end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And when people are like, all right, I know all about tarot, I know whatever, I'm like, ouch, like you don't know what you don't know. But good
Right.
for you for not going down that rabbit hole because I
Right.
know what that's like.
The rabbit hole's deep.
The rabbit hole is deep. But it's so fun. Like, oh, why
Oh,
is the
absolutely.
flower red in, you know, this particular card in the Rider Waite? And, there are a million different theories why they're red. Or one
Right.
basic one. Like, it's just so fun, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's so many little details in every card.
Yes. And so you have John there, who's a tarot reader, and he wrote a book about tarot.
Yes, he has a couple books out on tarot, which
Oh,
we
no way.
have, and then he created a couple decks, and, he also wrote about, for numerology, the expanded, major arcana. So we do have an expansion deck as well, so that goes along with, like, numerology. So it's pretty cool too.
That
Yeah.
is cool. And wait, you have somebody there that does numerology, or do you have someone that does numerology and
John, uh
astrology?
oh, yes. So John does numerology and tarot, and then Bria does astrology and numerology. Yeah.
Okay. And Tracy, like what
And
doesn't
then
she
and
do?
then right, exactly. And then Tracy does it all, basically. Tracy combines all the things. She
All
is
the things.
really fantastic at
Yeah.
doing a blended reading of tarot and oracle and kind of intuiting and yeah, receiving messages, and it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Her
And every
monthly group
oh
is
yeah.
so fun.
Oh, yes, mystical meetup once a month. The first Saturday of the month is just great. Just come on in and discuss whatever you have on your mind, and it's just great in a group setting to get everyone else's opinions and ideas and
Yeah.
perspectives, and yeah.
And I've always said that the people that you attract, the people that are guided to you, to your shop, to all the people that you have there are wonderful,
Oh, yeah.
kind people. Not to say that other people aren't, but like there's just a feeling of coming together,
Absolutely. Yeah.
of
Yeah.
chosen family,
Yes.
really.
Oh, yeah. It's really sweet. I mean, we have people that come in here regularly, like, I see some of the same faces weekly, and I love it,
Yeah.
and then there's people that I see, like, once a month, and that's okay too, and it's just beautiful, you know?
Yeah, it really is nice. And the other thing is, I don't have to ask you and bother you a million times, what is this crystal? What is that? Like you have every single thing, a little, you are so
It's a little
organized.
crazy, yes. It's a little crazy, but yes, everything has a card and a label, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember, yeah, going in there and you're like, let me make you a sticker. Your QR code needs some work. And you're just like, who is this angel? You know, like it's really beautiful. So
Thank you.
yeah, really, really nice. So you are in Florence, in the center of
Yes.
Florence,
Yep.
which is right next to Northampton, Western Mass, and
Yes.
there's plenty of parking, which is really nice. People love
Plenty of
them.
parking. Yep. We have a parking lot. There's on street. Yes, plenty of
Okay,
parking.
wonderful. And I will put the website link underneath. And
Yeah.
is there anything else you
Perfect.
want to say about your shop
Oh
that we didn't
my
cover?
goodness. I mean, there's so much to say, but um, yeah, just if people want to come in, that's great. We also have a website, so you can check it out online too. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them, or if you have even identification issues with crystals or anything like that. So we do different
Wonderful.
classes and all sorts of things. So
That sounds fantastic. Do you have
yeah.
anything coming up for the fall that's will be
Uh,
exciting?
Let me think. John has a numerology class coming up in September. So a tarot numerology. And then I'm trying to think, we also have other meditations and sound healings and all sorts of things. The next tarot swap week will be the week of Samhain, so Halloween week. So that last week in October.
Okay,
So tarot swap is coming up again. So
awesome. And I'm gonna look and see when John's class is because I want to take that for sure.
oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Lauren
Thank
from
you so much.
Groundings.
Yes.
And have a wonderful day, and I will see you very shortly.
Okay, sounds wonderful. See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.